Hi guys, it's Jasmine,
It's me
DeMichael. We're chatting with the Overstreets. DeMichael sipping on that good sangria
from Spain.
from Spain on his lovely
Football Sunday.
Sunday.
Football Sunday. So, Jazz gonna let you know what we're talking about
Okay, we're
this
gonna
week.
talk about overworking and not spending enough quality time as a couple.
So that's a pretty good topic. First thing I would say is time. Time is something that early on in our marriage, I did not really understand what Jazz meant when she said, "Hey, I want to spend time." That's something she always um,
Big on.
big on, I would say, nagged and complained, but no, that's not what it was. That was just her expressing what she felt and what was necessary in our marriage. Early on, I really didn't understand what she was meaning, but I'm gonna let her kind of explain what she meant with time, and then I'm gonna kind of go over it a little bit of how I feel about it. So,
Yeah, I think a lot of times, I think my husband got a little confused with the time because to me, time, I would say, Michael and I can go for a walk. You know, that's time. Us
hmm
riding in the car together, and that's time. But I think my husband felt like he had to, like, dress up and we have to go to a fancy dinner for time. And that's
hmm
not what time means. It's not for me. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but that's not what I meant for time. I meant like, quality time away from the house, away from the kids, and yeah,
and not just sex and
yeah.
certain things that schedule. You know, a lot of people try to schedule certain things. So for me, um, and what I started realizing is that time is very good. Time is good to have your me time,
Yeah.
and that's one thing I guess I was trying to explain to Jazz of what me time, because I know at certain points we all need our me time. And that's just time just to decompress away from the world, away from your marriage, away from the kids, just to kind of just relax and just be in your own thoughts for those times. But it's also a balance with that. A lot of times, whenever you're too much me time is not good.
Absolutely.
So that gives other people time and other people
Ways.
ways to come in
Mm-hmm.
into your relationship. So you got to learn that balance of me time and then quality time with your wife or your spouse or yourself or also with your kids.
Yes.
So that was one thing I know that we kind of struggled with at one point in our marriage.
We did
Uh,
quality time.
but another thing, overworking and things, a lot of times you get tired. Man, whenever your body is just tired, you don't have the energy and the sleep, the proper amount of sleep. You don't have energy for sex. You don't have energy to watch the movies, to cuddle, to do those things that your significant other will want you to do.
Yeah.
So just being
Just hanging
tired,
out.
yeah, just trying to hang out. So I just feel like that's another thing with overworking
Yeah.
and not spending enough time. So
And that,
something you want to say?
yeah, that has something to do with too. Like earlier, I had talked about self love and like love yourself enough to get like proper rest
Mm-hmm.
and everything's balanced. Like try to balance everything out. Like Michael said, like sometimes I used to be too scheduled. You don't have to be too scheduled. Just balance, balance it.
Schedule, yes.
I feel too scheduled.
You schedule. You
I'm
super. You
scheduled, but
pretty
not as
scheduled.
bad.
Not as bad.
Yeah, you give me that. Give me
I gotta give you
that.
that.
Okay.
I guess.
You guess, but yeah.
But then also, I'm gonna piggyback on her rest. Resting, like I said, a lot of times you do need to do your rest to rejuvenate your mind, your body, soul, and spirit
Yeah.
to all continue to move forward. Uh, like I said, if you get those breaks within the day to rest, just like I said, it's a little. Sometimes it's me time, and as a man and as a woman, sometimes something Jazz and I talked about, and I think we did this in Hoover, where the first 15 minutes when I get home. Jazz did not allow the kids to kind of like just bombard me, or she didn't come and bombard me with a whole bunch of stressors,
Craziness.
craziness, and stuff that was going on with the house. She kind of let me get home, decompress for a second, and then, okay, let's tackle what's going on at home, and vice versa. Whenever she was working, the same thing. I would not let the kids come in and bombard her. But then, not even with her working, when she taking a bath, that's I know we all know that's Jazz me time. That's her time to relax and just listen to her music, count is going, whatever. That's just her time. So if you ask our kids, they know that daddy do not allow them to go into the room when mom is taking a bath because she just need that's her me time.
Yes.
That's her time to get away from being a mother for a second. Her time away from being a wife. She just can kind of decompress.
Yes.
So I think that, like I said, that's just something that we. I know it's a very short video,
Yes.
but just something that we just wanted to talk about, and just about, like I said, just overworking. Like I said, and especially with COVID going on, hopefully people probably getting back into the work realm, but I don't.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly, but I think a lot of time. I think a lot of people got a lot of time to rest, to engage in family activities, engage in.
Because it was needed.
It was needed. It was absolutely. And I do know a lot of my friends and family that I talked to. A lot of people were just overwhelmed and just working and body tired. They just needed rest. And
Yep.
so I think COVID kind of was a blessing in disguise, if that makes sense. I know a lot of people now, and like I said, we still excuse me, something that we do all the time. We pray for those people that caught COVID, lost people in COVID, and like I said, me especially, I had to experience that, so I know it is real.
It's real.
But I think it was still kind of a blessing in disguise sometimes to kind of to like bring families and relationships closer together.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I think that might be about it.
That's
You got any? What by the
no.
way?
Just balance that time um and don't let her always plan the dates. And don't always let him plan the dates. Whoever's the planner or the person that's the go getter, just surprise them.
Yeah.
Just do some. It can be simple, a picnic. Let's go riding. My husband one day he told me it's funny, but let's go riding. And we had to go to what was it, the car store, the car
Yeah,
store. But I was very happy that it was just me and him, and I went with him to the car store.
And like I said, a lot of times we don't realize that, but those just be the small things that, like I said, that was exciting to her. But for me, I do know she was asking me to work in that area, but I didn't know it was gonna make that type of so
Yes.
what happened that night. Maybe. I'm just playing. I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
He acting up, y'all.
But like I said, we want to hope everybody have a good Sunday. We, like I said, we really appreciate all the support. Just like I said, I know we do this. Like I said, hopefully we're reaching somebody. So please subscribe, hit the like button, share it.
Comment.
Yeah, we really
Tell us what you
appreciate it.
think.
Yeah, give us honest feedback.
Yeah.
Like I said, we really appreciate it. So y'all have a good Sunday.
All right, guys.
All right.
Bye.